reform conservative. Then you have James here, who is a Karaite Jew. All of them have spoken on the stage, David, with varying positions, right? Different positions. They all explain some part of what we're talking about. And yet, David, you can't follow. You can't follow anything anyone has said. And we're supposed to take you seriously.
I'm not saying their opinion doesn't matter.
It's not even opinion. Like, James literally broke down the entire difference between how Judah, the kingdom, has essentially usurped Israel, the title. How one tribe, if you consider it, they literally taken the term Israel and become all 12.
I heard it.
He broke that down.
Trust me.
Then you have black rabbis spend a good amount of 5 to 7 minutes literally breaking down why it makes no sense to trace everyone back to one. And you sitting here, I don't know.
No. My only question is, like, what is the end goal? My only question. That's
of what? The end goal of what?
What is the purpose of you talking about it and making your point heard? Is based on what? Is based on either you're just saying it to say it, you're saying it to convert, you're saying it to make a point. Like, give me a point.
We're just saying it to make points, man. I don't get it. What do you think we're talking about?
Why are you even bringing it up?
You think we're saying this to do what?
I believe that David is drunk.
This question is very...
And I think at this point, centering David is not very sensitive or respectful to David's needs.
Makes sense.
I think it's clear that he is
You
drunk.
can go and answer those questions. Those questions are very...
Okay, for the record, there is no answer. You have no answer.
What?
There is no answer, man. It's connected, man. I don't even understand what you're saying. I don't even understand what you're saying.
Hold on. He made a big point about the community.
You made a point about the...
He made a big point about the Jewish community over and over again.
David.
I was trying to find out.
If you read the chat, I made a disclaimer. No personal attacks, no ad hominems, no bullying, and no fighting. I would consider this as bullying, what Zach is doing.
Okay, I said, though, that we should be sensitive to his needs and stop centering him because he's...
He's sensitive to his needs.
He's clearly not.
Can I make a statement to King? I just want to make one point to King.
I was just asking him to finalize the point.
Bro, why are you cutting me off? Why are you cutting me off?
I wasn't making an...
Why are you cutting me off, bro? So anyways, I wasn't to make this other point. So just so you're clear, what it requires for a woman specifically to become quote unquote Jewish in that way is that all she has to do is say a blessing and go into the water, right? She dips in the water. And there's two witnesses there. That's it.
And I agree. And I think that's the point that you illustrated so perfectly, Black Rabbi, and why I tried to distill all the history you gave into a really good example everybody can follow. Just point to somebody who is now considered Jewish that wasn't born that way. That shows in a small instance all of the history that you painted. I just don't want people to, when people like David come in and they essentially dismiss and or act like they didn't hear something that was a full breakdown that somebody has clearly spent a lot of their time to ingest the information and distill it. That's very annoying to me, right? That's very annoying. People who do that. It's like you're being disrespectful for no reason.
Hey, don't speak over nobody, bro.
Good faith conversation, then have that conversation. That's all I ask is that if we're gonna have good faith conversations, let's have that.
There's literally Jews all over the world, and none of them look like.
That's correct.
I've been living in Jerusalem. I'm in Jerusalem right now. I've been there for 8 years, and I'll tell you that I meet Mexican Jews. They look and talk Mexican. I give a class. Wait, don't cut me off. I give a class every Sunday. Tomorrow I'll be giving a class to Jews in India, B'nai Menashe, right?
Yes.
There's Jews from Syria. They look Syrian. There's Jews from Iraq. They look Iraqi.
You know, I gotta say, African Americans have essentially achieved everything.
Because I have a nervous laugh. I'm trying to keep my shit.
Okay, I'm going to read one more chapter from the Book of Wisdom and Folly.